Deep did give response on SB 63, which is a bill that is before us today regarding an act concerning the mitigation of effects on wildlife and fisheries from offshore wind projects. And Deep is against that, saying there's enough research looking into this. Well, I'm hearing the opposite from the fishing industry, that it's having a severely detrimental effect. I spoke to several fishermen on the way up. There's a couple testifying today. We just want to look into it a little bit further, and I'm wondering why Deep would be against that.
Yeah, this is a great question, and thank you, Representative Callahan. We work with the commercial fishing industry on a regular basis. I'm from Maine, where the commercial fishing industry was really a bedrock of the economy there, so it's certainly an industry that we support here at Deep. That being said, I think we've developed and we work closely through the procurement process to develop mitigation standards and compensatory mitigation for the commercial fishing industry, as well as for wildlife impacts throughout these procurements.
To me, it sounds like if they put up enough money towards mitigation, that's enough. But are you saying that offshore wind doesn't have an impact to the marine fisheries?
No, so that's an important distinction. So the general framework is that we first need to seek to avoid impacts wherever possible, and that is a focus of the federal mitigation guidance, and it's also been a focus of the guidance we provided through our state procurement process. So first, trying to do everything we can to avoid impacts to fishing activity happening off the coast. For those impacts we can't avoid, we need to find ways to minimize the impacts. So things like ensuring appropriate transit lanes that minimize, disruptions to fishing activity in the area, ensuring that turbines are marked appropriately so that fishermen can see them on the radar and it doesn't pose a safety hazard, things like that.
Okay, I'm in favor of this bill because what I'm hearing is, yeah, there's some impact, and yeah, it does affect marine life, but we need to study it further. If you look at what's been developed between Nantucket and, say, Newport and Block Island, there's been a massive impact to the squid breeding grounds. There's been a massive impact. We're all seeing on the news a huge number of whales washing up on the East Coast. The wind farms absolutely have an impact on that, and I don't think that's acceptable. So I think this is a good bill, and I'm hoping we do. I know we're going to get more testimony in support of it. So I just vehemently disagree with Deep on this. Just because you put up enough money to study mitigation doesn't mean it's not doing damage now. So I appreciate your answers, but frankly, I kind of see it as there's a certain amount of damage that's okay, and we're going to keep doing it. So